Just as soon as he gets over her, I can see in his eyes when I'm not in the lead. Hey, can you take off just a touch more? Get just a little more volume up here. Thanks. He's feeling down, so I'm taking my leave for a little while. Hey, I think that's good. All right. The sadness that comes while you're dying. Ain't it funny how, hey, you know what, I'm such a pain. Can you just put just a little bit of that reverb back? Just a touch. Thank you. All right. What'd you say? Hearing this, just I don't want it to get too heavy.
How's the tone?
Maybe distorting the vocal. Does it sound like it? I think in the monitor you can bring it down if it'll help. Hey, take you away. Can you split the difference? S'il vous plaît.
You're not going to do your normal one? You just go with it?
I think I want, no. He said, don't you walk away, don't you walk away, walk away. He said, don't you walk away, don't you walk away, don't you walk away. Everybody's talking how I can't be loved, but I wanna be loved, wanna be loved. Everybody's talking how I can't be loved, but I wanna be loved, be loved. Everybody's talking how I can't be loved, but I wanna be Everybody's talking how I can't be loved, but I wanna be loved, be
I'm gonna check out this monitor because I think I lost the piano in it and the vocals distorting a bit. Do you have it?
I'm sorry, can you bring up, it's just a little too tinny. It sounds like a little high end. I mean, I'd like it up there, just add in a little bit of,
Okay. Do you want me to keep on playing like that?
she's gone. tore me down to my knees. I did everything to please you, but you can't stop thinking about her. You can't stop. Hold up, guys.
It's just not. Nicole, this version just sounds like.
It's not really going to me. They got a lot of beer rock. You said you were sitting down.
It sounds like a kind of. It just doesn't seem like it works with the folk musical atmosphere. It's really, she's like. I could do.
Just you. Just this. That would be great.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like a road, I did everything.
We're rolling.
Gone, she's gone. How do you feel about it? That's what I thought. You don't know about it, and I wish you the best. I could do without it. Never will be, 'cause you have won me now. I will be, 'cause you have won me now. Wore me down like a road. I did everything you told. Wore me down to my knees. I did everything to please, but you can't stop thinking about her. No, you can't stop thinking about her. You're wrong, not overreacting. Something is wrong, but don't we ever leave ourselves at night?
Sorry, fucked it up.
Remember the person who played here sounded like Tom Waits was living in your body?
Well, I don't want to be in Tom Waits. It's just like.
Let's just try to get through the song and make an assessment.
Driving this program crazy.
And scene. Take 18.
Gone, she's gone. How do you feel about it? That's what I thought. No, you don't know about it, and I wish you the best. I could do without it. Never will be, 'cause you have won me now. I will be, 'cause
audience were.
Yeah.
You got it.
Right.
All right, we're
Jackie
rolling.
Bissett.
We are
Who else?
rolling.
Rolling.
I just did that for the benefit of the gallery.
We're rolling.
All
Okay.
right. And honestly, you sounded amazing. Talk about it. How much fun is it to play live? Is that what it's all about for you, to play for a crowd and come out here and do your thing?
I love live because you never know what's going to happen, and you just kind of go with the energy of the room and the mood that you're in, and you don't know if people have seen you before or whether it's their first time. And I always seem to be going through some sort of relationship trauma, so it's always exciting to convey that on the stage.
Is it really exciting or is it tough to kind of bare your soul like that to an audience?
It's kind of therapeutic, actually. Like some nights are tough. Like if you don't, there's good nights and bad nights, and points where you're really reaching people and you can feel it, and you just kind of move the energy. And then other nights, it's a struggle. You have to really work for it and get people's attention. So, but I don't mind kind of being vulnerable on stage. I think that's the only way that I know how to be. So.
Yeah. Well, talk about, could you? Yeah.
I can hear them talking back
Maybe it's noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. We just. All right.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did a residency here.
Yeah. So this is your place.
I don't know if I'd call my place. It'd be nice if I could have it.
But when you're like bearing your soul like that,
It's better. All right. Bearing your
and
soul.
Rachel had the new bag from.
Stuff on it.
Yeah.
We're bearing ourselves.
Actually,
What?
Rachel loves stuff like that. We'll probably use your bag. All right.
I have like 3 bags of you today. I don't know why.
we have a hot new stuff segment. We literally give away
Really?
like really cool bags.
Bags, yeah. It's fun things.
That's cool.
Anyways, back to.
Yeah, but when you're performing and you're touching those places, these songs that mean a lot to you, and you're also thinking about the audience. How does that work in terms of experiencing the emotions yourself, but also thinking about the crowd out there? Like for an artist, what's that like to kind of balance both sides?
For me, I always try and just use whatever I'm feeling that day and that night, and I don't try and contain a good mood or a bad mood or a playful mood. I try and harness that energy through lyrics that I've written long ago, and then just use whatever you're feeling passionate about at the time, and kind of use the dialogue of your songs that you've written before as the forum for that mood that you're in, because it always has to be fresh. Otherwise, things are just going to sound kind of overplayed and overdone and lifeless. But if you don't censor yourself from whatever's going on in your life at the time, then you can really get something fresh. And then, of course, the audience you always feed off of them too, and use whatever they're giving you.
Yeah.
And it's a cycle. You work off each other.
What do you like at the end of a performance normally? What kind of things?
Sweaty and gross. What do I like? A little dizzy, a little out there. Like most performers, I think when they're in this little bit of a high and they finish the show and they walk up and people are saying hello and everything. You're just bombarded by all this. You're kind of in a dream state. It's like when you've just woken up or something. You're just a little off, just in another world. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, sweaty and gross. That's pretty much.
When people come up to you and they say wonderful things, and just talk about that in general, because everyone's been saying great things about this album. You've kind of been bombarded with acclaim over the last couple months. What's it like for you? Because I'm sure you're privy to a lot of that. You hear a lot of great things. And how does that affect you?
I think that any artist loves themselves and hates themselves every other minute. So for me, it's nice because it just pulls me out of the I suck mode. So it's everything great and everything horrible kind of happens on the same day all the time. So I feel pretty level-headed. It's nice to have recognition and have people compliment what I'm doing, and but I'm always beating myself up about things that I want to improve upon, and you run into people who are saying beautiful things, but maybe you want to highlight something different in what you're doing. So you're always just kind of constantly working. So. Nothing crazy has happened, so it's not blowing my brain up or anything quite yet. So yeah, but it's always a compliment. So
Maybe nothing crazy, but there's all this talk of the next big thing and being on the verge.
Right,
is
the
that
buzz,
crazy
artists.
or is that fun?
God, it's pressure filled, and I mean it's kind of like the story will be good either way, whether she's a success or whether she just bombs. It's like a good story because so much hype surrounds it, and I think it's really dangerous territory to listen too much, especially for me. So I try not to pay a lot of attention to it because then it just distracts me. But it's dangerous for other people too, because it's like that movie that everybody raves about, and you get turned off, you don't want to see it, and maybe it's the best movie ever, and you just don't want to see it. So you just hope that things align and people check it out and discover it, and make their own decision as to whether or not to like it. Because I think that hype on the one hand is great, gives you exposure, and you certainly appreciate it as somebody's trying to get out there and reach people. And at the same time, it can backfire, and you just have to trust your gut, I think, about all that stuff, and keep focused. So.
How exciting has it been, though, to have this album out and to have people hearing it, just in terms of what the summer's been like, if you can't put into words?
God, I'm always thinking about love. So, like, my love life's horrible right now. That's right, that's what I said as of today. No, I'm sure it'll get better, maybe. No, but the summer's been good. Just to get a record out now is such a process. You have to go through so many doors, so it feels really good that it's out there, that it finally got out, and I'm, excited about that, and it's like a big relief. And but most of the time, your schedule and the velocity of things it's so intense that you're pretty much focused on the next thing that's right there, and so you don't kind of. I sit back every now and then, and I'll catch a song on the radio and I'll be like, oh my God, that's me or something, and that's pretty exciting. So, yeah.
You mentioned your love life. Do you channel that constantly? Are you always writing, or something's going on crazy this week? Are you opening up a notebook?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got me into trouble, but therapy again. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really good. It's like a diary or something. Yeah.
Now, are you able to censor yourself at all? Are you the kind of person that's always been able to bare your soul on paper and get it out there right away?
It's funny. I can't do it in diaries. I can't do it in prose. I can't do it in conversation, but I can do it in a song in a way that I've just never been able to do it in another form of communication. So it's pretty much like a saving thing for me to be able to write and have people, and especially when you get a live audience and it's like you're telling a story to somebody else, and that really lifts some of the heartache and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. But then have you had calls from people that say, hey, that's me, how dare you put me in the song? Or are people honored that you're writing about them? Or
I've had people say, don't you dare put this in a song. I've had people say, I've had people think that a song is about them and it's not, it's about somebody else. I've had people think that things that aren't love songs are love songs, so it's always kind of open to whoever wants to listen.
Yeah. And you've been compared to lots of people, obviously, since people have, many names that, we've all talked about. But
sure.
How much fun is that? How much do you appreciate that? How much do you right away want to say, hey, I'm my own person? I really don't sound anything like them.
I totally understand it. I definitely get, you need references when somebody's coming out, otherwise you'll be like, well, she's a little blue and a little green and perky, I don't know. Like so references help to kind of let people, see whether they're gonna like it. Mine have been kind of all over the spectrum. I've had everything from like Carole King to York to early Rod Stewart to Janis Joplin to Fiona Apple, so they're kind of all over, so it's always interesting for me to see what somebody's getting out of it. And it doesn't bother me, but definitely you do get anxious to kind of make your own stamp on the music world or in people's ears and their minds. So.
Right.
But I think that comes after you see the show. I think you come to the show and you leave knowing exactly what it is, and it becomes its own thing. So. Yeah.
Exactly. Talk about looking at all these pictures of you, all different magazines and things. Do you enjoy that side of it? Because there's all these gorgeous photos of you out there. Do you enjoy posing and taking pictures and doing stuff like that?
Do I enjoy posing? I'm so bad at it. I don't. I'm usually at war with like my bangs, kind of like my styling, and I get to style myself today. Sorry. I thought these were creative. Did you like these? You don't like these? Summer, right? Why not wear arm sleeves? Anyways, no, I always have styling wars. I'm always like, my hair is always like in my lip gloss, and so I have fun with it. Like I like watching fashion, and I think Gwen Stefani, she like nails it. She's the one who nails it. So I'm always like, Gwen, or like thinking, take it on like Gwen. She looks beautiful and she has fun and does everything.
She does her own thing.
Yeah. So I think I'm just getting used to it. The posing part, not so great. They'll always catch you in the worst. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you enjoy performance though? Because I guess you've done acting and you've kind of done across the spectrum in terms of performance. And do you enjoy being a performer? Is that a big part of what you do?
Yeah. No, definitely love being a performer.
Yeah. Is there a theatrical side to when you're up there?
There's a stand-up comedy side to when I'm up there. I don't know if it's theatrical. Like I don't like cry or I don't know, do anything
You
crazy.
do engage the crowd. You do talk to people and stuff like that, or at least tell stories occasionally, right?
No, why does everyone say that? No, it's so funny because no, people have been like, she cries during her shows or whatever, and I think it's usually I just have the flu. I've been sick a lot, but like, no, I think I get into the songs. There's actually only once that I ever kind of like tear up, and that was because I made a special dedication or something.
Okay.
No, you just kind of deliver the stuff and you get into it, but I haven't. I don't know. I don't like dramatic. Dramatic makes it sound like you're acting. If it comes off as dramatic, then you're either feeling it that passionately and it is dramatic. But I don't want to stage anything, whether it's great or not. I don't want to stage it. So.
What artist do you admire? Yeah.